Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everybody out there. Jason here, City Tree Sports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live at a charge for a whole lot of GOAT Racing Diecast Cup Series action here tonight. As the drivers get ready to have, we've had Phoenix a couple of times this week. We're going to have at least one more time. Phoenix is off the track this week. Maybe because the NASCAR Championship's coming up. Maybe because everybody just ties it open. It's going to be a good race regardless. They're running Phoenix International. I'm sorry, Phoenix Raceway here. Here in the GOAT Racing Diecast Cup Series, presented by Sin 500 and of course the GOAT Racing League. Love to see what these drivers been able to accomplish since we've come on and had some fun with them. A ton of fun. And a whole lot of action, especially with this next gen car. It's a fun car to get around this racetrack. A lot of downshifting and a whole lot of different kinds of momentums. 134 laps, no fast repairs, 100% fuel, 4 sets of tires for the drivers. They are at a fixed setup. They do have 2 attempts at a green-white checkered. Here's your top 10 in points. Wesley Donaldson leads Chad Coleman here with a 60-point lead. Chad from last week to this week only closes in that gap by 1 point. And they've been having pretty big fields, so it's going to be tougher and tougher for him to be able to accomplish over the next 3 or 4 weeks. So there's a lot of appreciation going on for the series and what can happen. Charles Van Squick moves up a couple of spots from last week to this week. His entry crown over this last week goes down to that 5th spot. Charles up into that 3rd spot, 104 off of Wesley Donaldson. Tommy Ryan there as well. Let's see, Cody Sturgill making it up in there as well. I mean, the points from basically 7th on back, Jeff Ryan, Reese Burnett, Cameron Starnes, Cody Sturgill. It's a very, very good battle going on right there. Sammy kind of floating in the middle right there. Anthony Crownover, Tommy Ryan, Charles Van Squick, all those drivers have a good little battle going on. So that battle for 3rd, kind of right where you would expect it to be with all the talent that they have here. It's going to be a good race. Let's see what the track temperature says here for the GOAT Racing Diecast Series here at week 11. They're going to have the open dog leg. John, thank you for the like, sir. Much love to you. Appreciate you. 134 laps again. Track temperature at 105 degrees Fahrenheit, 78 degrees on the air temperature, 55% humidity means it's going to be some sticky tires out there, which can be good or bad. Can wear the tires very fast here. Partly cloudy skies will be very dynamic. We've seen that time and time again. How Phoenix changes so much when the cloud covers get into the corners from one turn to the next. It can really make a big impact on the drive line. Wesley, thank you very much for the like, sir. Admin box giving you a lot of action here for the GOAT Racing Diecast Series. Make sure you use promo GOAT to have a little fun with that. Thank you for the share as well, sir. As the drivers keep going, we do have a couple of driver cams today. As everybody sits up in their chair, gets rocking and rolling, ready to get out there and have some fun. That, of course, brought to you by Beef Jerky Unlimited. Love to see it. There's Mr. Sturgill himself. Love to see everybody get out there. I like my driver cams are probably my favorite segment that we've been able to take care of. I've been able to have a lot of fun with and have been pretty much pushing the envelope and the boundaries of what we're going to be capable of doing. We are working on a second system as well. We've gotten a few sponsors on board, which I thank and appreciate, of course, to help us out with that. I know that we're going to be let me get rid of that. We are going to be we are looking for one more. I know that we have somebody very much interested in it, but we're still looking for one more outside of that. I thought it was only going to need one more, but technically 2 more. So if you want to come on board and help us out, it's a full year sponsorship, and it's pretty low price. You just message me if you want to be a part of that. If not, it's okay. I'm all good. I'm good with it. Yeah, there's that sponsor rotation. That's what I was trying to do there, folks. I was trying to get that. I was trying to get that up there and put the right spot because it's not supposed to be up there. It's supposed to be down here on the bottom side. And big special thank you to GOAT Racing. Actually, if you go to GOATRacingDiecast.com, you can use promo code SIGNATURE and get yourself 25% off an order of $50 or more, and that's a big discount. If you have not seen that, that's a pretty hefty discount. So, you know, Charles is doing a wonderful job with his with the GOAT Racing Diecast series, but on top of that, he's been doing a very good job of creating a brand on his own as well. So I promise you, at some point, he is going to be, as long as he sticks with it, he's going to be the guy that you're going to go to for your diecast for a long time. So I encourage you to go check it out. GoatRacingDiecast.com. Use promo code Signature at checkout, and you'll save some money. And to be able to do it, we want to make sure that Chuck gets a return on his investment here, because his ROI can be made up pretty easy. He's got a huge selection, and he manually went through and entered his entire website to make sure that you folks had some of the best in the business. So if you haven't checked it out, I encourage you to do so. All right, they're ready to go. Here's your starting grid. Tyler Dalton's going to be your pole sitter here. And at number 19, Wesley Donaldson to be your outside pole sitter. Gallon Tony's going to have Tommy Ryan to his outside of the 99. Michael Caffrey back at the mix. He's going to have Seth Foudy in the 15 to his outside. Cody Sturgill up in that 7 spot. Going to have Glenn Campbell to his outside. Doy Woods is going to have Cam Dario to his outside. Good to see Cameron out there running. Chad Coleman, Maurice Burnett will be there, row number 6. Row 7 will look as such. Keith Long, Daniel Monahan's going to be out there in that 53. Jeff Ryan in the 3 is going to have Bobby Wetzel in the 90 to his outside, row number 8. James Smith, Marco Berube will be there as well. Joseph Atchison, Aaron Jackson in the mix. John Fowler, Alan Wild there in row 11. Ryan Cook, Jerry Livingston in that 24 spot. 24 drivers in today's race. Not quite what they had last week, but you know, that's still a big field. That's a big dang old field. Good luck to the drivers. Hopefully everybody enjoys the race. If you do enjoy the race and you like what you see, make sure you reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes a long way to help support stream and help support these drivers and the series out there as well. Thank you to the fine folks out there watching on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Dirty Monkey giving us a share. Wesley Donaldson, of course. Thank you. John Fowler, Sim 500 eSports giving us a share as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody being out there. It's Phoenix, folks. Pace cars are already into pit road right now, and these drivers are going to be waiting for that spot to go green, which is right there where the Geico restart zone is, almost directly back where the dark blue section is. They come around 3 and 4, tight turns, flat track, a lot of downshifted. They're going to figure this one out. Green flag. They scatter like cockroaches, and they come funneling back, because that's where the treat is, right there at the bottom side. 1984 all together. Big push coming from the 99. 99 slides up the race line. 91 of Donaldson there to the second lane. We watched yesterday in the trucks. These drivers were able, on the open setups, able to run a little bit higher in the corners and continue to push the envelope for a long time. Oh, somebody down at the bottom with his Cam Dario into the wall. As your W caution comes out. Cam already with a whole lot of nose damage. With all that happening here. Just got free. I want to say he got free. Here's a look. Yeah, he's right there. Let's see where he got free. Just on the start finish line. Here you go. Start finish line comes down. Just gets that free. Left front damage for him. Man, oh man. All right, they're under caution. He was the only driver involved there. Ryan Cook came to pit lane. He's gonna. Oh, he took some damage too. Where did Ryan get damage? Let me scroll up here. Take a look here. Oh, some drivers backing down the corners there, getting into each other. Didn't even see this happen. There's the 012 of Jackson up there. Back this down. Let me take this back around here. The drivers were slowing down as Cam was up there. So Cam goes around. Let's just kind of take it easy here. Bomb Dude, give us a like and a share, sir. Thank you very much. So here's Cam's getting free up on the high side there. Very top left of your screen. He's hard to see up there. Thank you for the share, brother. And then two drivers get together up there. That's the 3 of Jeff Ryan and the 71 of Keith Long here. I think Keith was just all the way down at the bottom of the racetrack. He traveled all the way to the bottom. He did. And when he came up to rejoin the race, the 3 was free. That was more of a racing deal. It looked like they were going to come together anyway. Tyler Dalton, your race leader. Lights are on the pace car. We are sent and full sent. That's what we're getting here. We're getting a lot of full sent action already. Mattaroon, like and shared. Thank you, sir. Much love to you. There's a link that will pop up for that guy. See, there's his logo right there. All right. Pitter patter. Let's get at her. Pace car's in. Here's the back straightaway here. You have to stay behind the pace car, and you have to maintain a certain speed before they can get rolling here. Tyler Dalton, Anthony Calantoni, your front row here as drivers continue to work. Thanks, sir. Appreciate you. Always happy with a great broadcast. All of you fine folks are out there. What makes this great. Pitter patter. Let's get at her. Start restart zone coming up. Green flag. Jaden giving us a follow. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate the like, sir. Much love to you. 6 of 134 as the drivers continue to roll. Much love to you. Here's your links there, folks. GOAT Racing Diecast. You can go right there. Click that link. Use promo code signature on your checkout. Join the new Discord today as well. I'd appreciate it. 6 of 134. Again, not a long race as it would stand. If it runs green, they're going to have at least one green flag pit stop. These cars can run quite a while. We watched the trucks yesterday run. I think some of the trucks ran 60-plus laps, 62 to 68 laps in the trucks, which was almost unheard of. Most of the drivers went 58 to 60. That was what we saw as a good, happy medium. Today, these drivers can go about 70. Pretty darn close to it. The like, share button. If you are new, hit the follow button. You ain't lying there, sir. Make sure you go follow that guy as well. Tyler Dalton rolling, and right in front of him there's Jerry Livingston coming off pit road. Jeff Ryan trying to hold on to his corner. Cam Dario getting the car worked on. Ryan Cook as well. John Fowler coming down pit road. He's got some right side damage he's got to get worked on now, as Keith Long will be the last driver on the lead lap. Roughly about 8 seconds off the pace from Tyler Dalton. The 3 2 laps down right now in front of your race leader. We were working on trying to get himself back around and get some of those lucky dog spots. It does look like he spent about 2 minutes 19 seconds on pit road, and may have to take a closer look at the car and make sure that we see what he's got going on. You don't want to tear the car up, but at the same time, you don't want to see anybody have any issues. And I just kind of wanted to see where the majority, little wall tap there. But the majority of the damage is going to be right here on that left side. We go full stand. I like the hashtag full stand. Yes, sir. A little bit on that left side. That left foot's crinkled up. Looks okay for the most part. Don't see any more damage outside of what would be cosmetic. Love to see it. Love to see it. Mr. Ryan digging. Now some drivers on pit road. Jerry Livingston still on pit road getting worked on. Maybe some smoke. We saw some smoke. Where there's smoke, there's fire here on the racetrack here. As you see a driver on the bottom, that's Joseph Atchison here. That might be what just happened. He's coming to pit road. Rube having an issue on 10. Here's a look. Here's a 57. Free. Oh, 71 there. Nowhere for him to go. And they get tangled up. Surprised there was no caution for that right there. That's on lap 10. 71 there having to get turned back around. That's Keith Long. Atchison rolling the corner. 13 of 134. Cam Dario leaving pit road to pick up some spots or try to do so. Marco Berube is going to be off the lead lap now. Atchison as well. No caution for any of that, which is kind of crazy. Tyler Dalton, Wesley Donaldson, Anthony Calantoni. It's going to be your top three. Top four have not changed spots. There's Tommy Ryan to the 99. Reese Burnett having an issue on 13. We'll take a look and see what happened here. Going to be right here into the corner. Tires, just gets up into him. Able to save it there. No caution. iRacing not throwing cautions for these things, which is crazy to think. Dario's 9 laps down. Fowler coming out very soon, I would think. He's still working on. He might not be. I think he is going to be. He's out of the race. Livingston's out of the race. Jeff Ryan is out there rolling. So 2 more spots for Cam Dario to pick up here. Atchison leaving pit road here. So only 18 seconds for the driver. That's all that he's spent, so he's gonna have some time to make up. Tyler Dalton in the 19. Working his corner. Pretty pedestrian race so far. Tommy Ryan got the win last week, so the 99 got to go back to back here. He's in 4th. He's had a little bit of momentum here as the 15 trying to catch up. One of the things about this racetrack that's kind of deceiving is when you get to the later portion of your tire cycle, dropping below the dog leg can wreck the splitter on this car. It is absolutely one of those racetracks where you kind of have to find a happy medium on where you're going to wear the tire cycle out. Right now, the top 4 all within a second and a half. Top 5 at 1.7 back. Chad Coleman in the 38 right there as well. So anything can happen. Everybody's still very close. Wesley Donaldson about 5/10, almost 6/10 of a second, has been kind of maintaining that. A little bit faster this time in the 3 and 4 for him. So he's closing down some time. Race leader hasn't won since Texas. Dayton Taylor. I'm sorry, Tyler Dalton. Let me go back here. Dayton Taylor hasn't won since Texas. That's who I was looking at. Sorry, folks. It was all bleh. Tyler does not have a win in the series yet, but he's very fast. Donaldson's last win came at Talladega. Caution's going to come out here. And looks like Jeff Ryan having an issue. Here's the 3. Coming out of 2. This is a hot track. He gets free. Oof. And good track awareness for the other drivers. I mean, he's there. He stopped on the racing surface. So that is a thrown caution. Jeff Ryan going to pit. As caution does come out here for the second time. And the 3 calling it an early day. Having to jump to pit road. Glenn Campbell, Michael Caffrey, Cody Sturgill all coming to pit road. Maybe not. Dowie Woods stays out. So there's the 28 up here. Alan Wild in the 22. Back in the mix. Good to see Alan. Aaron Jackson stayed out. There is Mr. Jackson in the the Hot 12. Love to see it. Tyler Dalton, your race leader. His hands full. Donnie, what's going on, brother? Big old like from them. Hey, Don, did you hear the news? Might be a throwback series coming back here. Possibly. It's a possibility. Yeah. Maurice coming off pit road. He still has some of that left front damage. Driving the old Jumpman 8. Now, Keith Long coming back to pit road. These cars just don't take the beating this week that you would think. Hey, did you guys see? Did everybody out there see the new Mustang coming to NASCAR? Of course, that'll be modeled in, and we'll all get those cars for the 2024 Cup Series Ford Mustang. That thing looks schmexy. Well, it's a capital SHM. Should be lights off this time by. Completing lap 23. Second caution of the race. A couple of cautions should have happened. But iRacing did throw them, so it's all good. There it is. A snack during my broadcast. What I do? I prefer cherry maple or nitromethane beef jerky from Beef Jerky Unlimited. Go check them out, beefjerkyunlimited.com. Film Signature sent you. They have a gift box on there. Holidays are coming up. You got your deer hunter out there. Just saying, they need snacks while they're sitting in their tree stand, while they're going out and getting their winter on. And nitromethane will keep it warm. That's for darn sure. Pace cars in. We're going back at it here. Peter Petter, let's get at her. My favorite thing to say. You know what I mean? All right, they're on it. Stand on it. Down. Drivers cycling around. There is Anthony Cantoni. There, the inside of Donaldson. Had it cleared for a half a second. That didn't work out. 91 in tow over the 19. Ford leads 3 Chevys and then a Toyota and the number 15 here. And then a whole lot of action. There's the 38 of Chad Coleman behind. That Ford Mustang with Dunkin' Donuts action of Daniel Moynihan. And you're starting to get single file. Some of the drivers getting on. Yeah. James Smith driving the number 10 machine. Patriotic paint scheme has Maurice Burnett to the inside. Burnett trying to clear. Not going to be able to. Yeah, he is. He gets into the corner. Little straight line drive. Sees the 36 there. Ooh, baby. It's tight in the corner. Egg shapes the exit. And now tries to go after Michael Caffrey, who's driving a Ford. I never see. I thought Caffrey drove Chevys. I didn't know. All right, it's ordered on exciting. I gotta go get some aspirin. Be right back. right, folks, 37 of 134 being complete. There's Chad Coleman, Tommy Ryan coming at it. Glenn Campbell in the number 4 car. Tires and fuel on lap 21. Chance for him to get up here and play catch up to some of the drivers. 1.5 second difference here as the 19 and the 91 start to kind of walk away from the drivers. Glenn Campbell give it a kind of a storybook kind of race here. Refresh the trading paints here to make sure these drivers' paints are showing up. Seeing just a plain old number 4 for Glenn there. Just want to make sure it's the right one. Good chance for Glenn Campbell to equalize here. New tires for him. About a half second separates Glenn Campbell to the 91 of Wesley Donaldson. And he is closing in. His lap time is about 0.3 of a second faster than the race leader. And holding on to about a half second better. Caution comes out. Chance now for everybody else to come in. Here's the 9 of Bobby Wetzel. Do believe some drivers getting free. It is right there. Nowhere. Oh, man. Aaron Jackson right here gets bumped by the 36. Michael Caffrey. Caffrey gets into the corner here. Caffrey went to go to the inside and just bumped up a little bit. 36 tried to help him save it. Backed out of the corner. The 012 saved it. And just nowhere for yeah. Bobby Wetzel, nowhere for him to go. He's in the 90. Man. Just smashed into him. All right. Everybody else to pit road. Tyler Dalton, Wesley Donaldson staying out. Now they're coming to pit road this time. Glenn Campbell will take over the lead. I believe Glenn will stay out here. Pretty much everybody else coming to pit road. Yeah. Tommy Ryan will stay out the 99. Dowie Woods coming around here as well. Heath Long coming around. We'll see how this works out. Glenn Campbell was chasing him down. If it stays green. Oh, man. I need to get this chair replaced or fixed. One of the two. Yeah, so everybody coming to pit road. Dowie Woods came in on 40. Keith Long came in on 40 as well. He may get the longest line here. We'll see. Caution came out on... Looking here. Caution came out on 39, so they were on pit road. Probably, I don't know if they were on before the pit road entrance opened or not. Either way, having fun. Folks, Noma TV on board with us over here at Signature Esports. If you haven't checked out Noma TV, you can find him on YouTube. He's another commentator out there just like myself. And we love to see what he's got going on. All right, Cody Sturgill. Ready to go. And no stages here for these drivers. So they're going to run straight to the end. Cam having an issue. I think his car blew up. He jumped to pit roads. Pit road. Can speak, I promise. All right. I don't know why that one's all jacked up on Mountain Dew. Green flag. '91 gets around the 24 here. There's a 19 at Tyler Dalton. Way back here. Oh, free. Down to the bottom side. The 10 free down to the bottom side. Nose contact for the 10. They keep it rolling. They keep it straight. As Dalton just as free as James Smith. Smith did take nose damage there. Man, oh man. See all that smoke right there. Campbell and Doy Woods. Woods coming around on the inside here. 28 trying to hold on to that inside lane. It's going to have a run. There's Wesley Donaldson in third. Going to be impactful here on the 28. We'll see if he tries to go all the way to the bottom side of the racetrack on corner exit. He is going to try to make that happen. Woods, your race leader here, as Wesley Donaldson slides in front of the 4. Going to be trying to carry speed here. Doy Woods, 44.61 on the iRating for the number 28. It's Wesley Donaldson in tow. Wesley Donaldson, a couple of wins on the series here. Three wins for Wesley Donaldson. Tommy Ryan has 3 wins on the series as well. Mac McMillan has 2 wins. Alan Tony has a win. Dayton Taylor has a win. Everybody else kind of waiting for it. .28 4/10 of a second difference here as the 91 utilizes the drive line to hook himself around the corner. Going to set himself up for a good entrance into 1 or 2. He's going to run higher, though. We'll have that corner exit. Thank you, folks, for being out there. We're going to get the chat off the screen for everybody. I like my chat. You guys will be able to see it out there on our platform. So much love to you. .50 of 134. This is the 15 of Seth Foudy. As Glenn Campbell in 4th. And the thought of fuel striking me here. I think they still have to pit at least one time. All came to pit road on 41. It's still a green flag pit stop in their advantage. A few drivers have been to pit road a couple of times. At least one more set of tires for pretty much everybody out there. So if this thing runs green, that'll change. It'll change a ton. Michael Caffrey, Keith Long. A wall tap there. Go on board, Mr. Caffrey. Get on with your bad self, sir.
It's interesting here to see the difference. There's a 3 in front of Wesley Donaldson here. You down on the bottom right side of your screen. Donaldson, let's see, that's the 3 of Jeff Ryan there. There it is. There's the downshift that you heard. 5th gear, pretty much the primary 5th gear, the gear that Wes is using here. Wesley Donaldson using 4th and 5th gear shifting. What I was hearing out of Doy Woods was less shifting and more on that 4th gear. As Wesley Donaldson now in tow, shifted there for the race leader. Callan Tony coming around, 4th gear for him as well. Checking speeds and gear where all these drivers are running and kind of what they're doing. The bottom right side of your screen. 5 gears in this next generation Cup car. We're seeing drivers hook the corner up. And right there, there's finally 5th gear for Callan Tony. He was all the way through the dog leg before he even went to 5th gear. 5th gear in turn 1 and 2, did not downshift there. The 4th gear in turn 3. Maybe just trying to get a feel for the car, find some speed. Wesley Donaldson, 5th gear for the 28. Wesley Donaldson, 5th gear here as he gets around Tommy Ryan there in the 3. I'm sorry, Jeff Ryan in the 3. Tommy Ryan's in the 99. He's in 7th right now. Yeah, here's your battle box. Break it down, Monahan. Monahan right there in that Dunkin' Donuts car. 53 action. Got about 1.7 seconds between he and Chad Coleman. Top 5, all separated by, well, from 2nd to 5th, all separated by about a second. Right now, Doy Woods starting to walk away from some drivers here. As we see Wesley Donaldson have to deal with the 3 of Jeff Ryan, who's 36 laps down. Still able to keep the race line here. It's the 15 of Foudy. It's in tow here. There's the 88. Gonna go another lap down. It's Joseph Atchison. Atchison trying to just make way for the drivers running the bottom side of the racetrack. Good courtesy there. The 3 just trying to hold on to his line. Second lead for Doy Woods. 63-134. .70 laps to go here as they push a little extra. Wesley Donaldson, Seth Foudy. 3/10 of a second difference here. 1.2, 1.3 second difference here as the 15 rockets to the bottom a little bit right there, utilizing some of that drive line to turn the car. Donaldson solid for second. Woods has a great entrance and pulls ahead in 3 and 4. Or I'm sorry, in 1 and 2. Donaldson only trying to make up the ground just a little bit there. Now sees a little bit better. So 3 and 4 better for the 91. 1 and 2 better for Doy Woods. So whatever Doy is doing here is actually helping. There's Wesley Donaldson running the higher side here. We talked about that second lane and how that can be beneficial. Well, right now you're seeing Wesley Donaldson move up the high side to be able to do that. Right now, Sid Foudy not able to get to the bottom side of the race line to apply any kind of pressure. 15 to the bottom. Battle for second right here. But the battle for sixth. One ahead. This is the 99 of Tommy Ryan. These two have been kind of nose to bumper for a hot minute. So the drivers moving up the race line here. Give a little extra momentum. .1, 1.2. Doy Woods down to that second lane again, just on the inside. And Wesley Donaldson has picked up his spot here. 15 back to the inside again. It'll be very tough to pass here. See the 91. That's the 15 over the back corner. Foudy and Donaldson going at it here. Foudy will be able to back up into the throttle. But Donaldson on the high side is going to be back into the throttle a lot more quickly. Able to utilize that second high lane to get himself into the corner. And now the 91 drifts into the corner. 15 will go back to being side by side, trying to have the better exit. 91 will have the exit speed here. 15 not able to clear. This is where you see in NASCAR where the bump and run has such a predication into these corners, and why Phoenix has been the way it's been. It drives a lot like what you would expect when it comes to how Martinsville kind of pushes boundaries. And right now, Doy Woods having trouble getting around the 90 here. The 90 in front of the 38. I'm sorry, in front of the 28. Seth Foudy still trying to battle with the 91. Doy Woods says, "Excuse me, sir. It's time for you to move on over." Caution comes out. Foudy involved. Out of the bottom side here. They go to exit. Oh, it just gets free. Locks it down. Did he downshift? Yeah, we'll have to go inside the cockpit here and take a listen. Here it is, once again. Now he just got free. But on the bottom side right there, you get those tires very hot. Now Doy Woods, who was having a good race of his own, trying to get around Bobby Wetzel, who's going to come to pit road early. He's coming to pit road in front of the pace car. That would give him a black flag. Because technically he was on the lead lap. I believe he was on the lead lap. Now he'll be pretty close to being a lap down. And he'll at least get the EOL there. Tyler Dalton. The number one pit box. Wesley Donaldson wins the race off pit road. Doy Woods trying to capitalize there. They had a pit stop back in that 9th spot. It's a touch slower on his pit stop, 15.35 to the 14.87 of Wesley Donaldson. So Wesley Donaldson, your race leader, the first laps he's led, as we were under pace here. He's a fourth caution of the race. And just over halfway through, 74 laps complete, folks. Get yourself situated. We're going to be here, and they're going to have some fun. I think it's only heating up. Lights are going to be off on the pace car. We're getting ready to go back at it as the GOAT Racing Diecast Cup Series giving us a heck of a race here. I think any one of these drivers capable of winning. Joey Woods has shown very good promise here. James Smith, your lucky dog. You see him in the back, top left of your screen. I believe Bobby Wetzel here. In the 90, Maurice Burnett still trying to get back on the lead lap. Still dealing with that left front damage. Green flag, we're back at it. 77 to 134. Chad Coleman to second. Joey Woods did not fire off very well here. Started on the outside. Cycled back. Goes all the way back to fifth here. With the 19 of Tyler Dalton, who led the first, pretty much first third of this segment. Trying to work his way back forward as Donaldson holds on. Donaldson, Coleman, and Foudy, 91-38-15, 99-28. Tommy Ryan back to where he started. Trying to work his way back forward. As these drivers go to work. Little free off corner exit right there. These two about tangled a little bit. Little wall tap for a couple of drivers. No big deal. You don't need that right rear. It's fine. It'll be fine. Forward to the inside of the 36. I think Mike's battling a pretty tough race car right now. He's built for it tough, right? Give it up, folks. Reach up, hit that like button for me. Give it a big old share out there. If you're out there on YouTube, hit that reaction button for me. I'd appreciate it to do so. Check all the links in the description for all the sponsors. Of course, the main sponsor of this series is the GOAT Racing Diecast, and a huge selection of diecasts, and he's got all kinds of stuff up there for you to be able to check out on his website. Go to GOATRacingDiecast.com. Use promo code signature at checkout. Check him out. Wesley Donaldson, 3/10 of a second difference here. Trying to fire off just a little bit better. Let's run through the field. Aaron Jackson up 11 spots, your biggest move of the race so far. Having early issues, able to work his way back forward. Cal Tony and the 84 off 5. Going to be just inside the top 10 and 8th. Drivers progressively moving forward. Chad Coleman at 9 spots, starting 11th and 2nd right now. Has a good race car right now. Still holds that 3/10 of a second difference here. Is Wesley Donaldson here to kind of push some boundaries. They should be good on fuel now. So if they can run green the rest of the way, we'll see some good strategy here. Now they only ran about 30 laps on that cycle before the caution came back out. So we'll see if these drivers, whoa, a little free for the 99 there. A little smoke happening there as well. I'm not sure if that was on the 15 or where that was at. 99 runs the higher egg shape here. Gonna have a second lane exit. Then back to the 15. Billy Woods rebounding as well. When he was out front, had great pace, and right now 1.4 and trying to close back down to Wesley Donaldson. Caution. Jeff Ryan involved. This gets free. The car is just... I'm failing to understand why this car is so fragile. It is very fragile. Watch this one more time. I understand the right front damage that it tear up the tire, but that bumper just flicks off there like it... I don't know. Ryan on pit road had a tow. And it will be 88 laps complete this time by for the drivers. Just over 45 laps to go here. They've been trying to do their thing. Wesley Donaldson, Chad Coleman, Seth Foudy, Tommy Ryan. It's going to be your top 2 rows on the restart. When we go back to green flag racing, we'll be lights off this next time by. Pace laps are just a little bit longer here. Like 1 minute 6 seconds for this mile length track. Because the drivers are 50 miles an hour around this around Phoenix. I like Phoenix. I think it's a great racetrack. I really do. And it is one of the tracks that I actually don't mind driving the next gen cup car, but you know, takes a lot more talent to drive these things than what I have. It's pretty nice to sit back and watch what's going on. Thank you to Beef Jerky Unlimited for giving us a driver cams. I appreciate all the folks. We got 2 out there today. I appreciate them getting out there and running their cameras. It doesn't necessarily take away from hopefully it doesn't take away from the driving experience. Actually, hopefully they think it's cool like I do. But thank you to BeefJerkyUnlimited.com. Thank you to GOAT Racing for having us on board. Admin box. He's got Debbie. He's got a whole lot of folks to help him out. The Sim 500 crews out there as well. We're ready to go. 5th caution. See if they can make this one all the way to the end. 42 laps to go this next time by. Donaldson with a huge jump there. Out front. Now the driver's going to have to play catch up. Seth Foudy goes to 2nd here. Tommy Ryan stuck in that 4th spot again. Coleman back to 3rd on the restart here. The more they duke it out, the worse off it can be. Whoa, up the race line, Calantoni goes. Runs into the corner. And right now, side by side, Chad Coleman, Seth Foudy. To the inside. $15, trying to run. 38, tries to run him high. 15 into the corner. 38 is going to try to clear here. They're losing a ton of ground right now. They're side by side. Oh, man. Doy had a heavy break there. Going to see a lot happen here. There's a 36 of Michael Cappridge to the inside. Doy Woods trying to hold on to what he has there. The 4 of Glenn Campbell going to hold on as well. And I tell you what, Capper's in a rock and a hard spot here. There's so much to happen in front of him. He's trying to just rebound and get and collect himself. Well, 4 goes around. 4 to the inside. Glenn Campbell sideways in front of the field. And no caution. Wow. Unreal. I mean, at that point, a little free, tires below the apron there. Here, his nose is pointed towards the wall. He tries to correct it. Man, that should have been a caution. And it almost was a caution. You know, a great save by Glenn. You can give him that. Almost a lap down here. What does the weather show us? Open that back up real quick. Bear with me, folks. Track temperature at 93 degrees Fahrenheit as James Smith comes to pit road. Right now, Wesley Donaldson out front, Chad Coleman. You enjoy the rest of the race line. Dowdy back to 3rd, trying to play catch up. Jeff Ryan here as well. Moynihan having a decent run. As anybody came in and taken tires on that last run. Aaron Jackson came in and got 51 seconds of repairs. Berube came in. Right now, Wetzel came in the 90. Came in and got a little bit taken care of as well, but not that much. I think he came in and mostly took fuel. And that's exactly what it took. Maybe a little bit of damage. 34 laps to go here. As Alan Wild trying to keep on rolling. $16 drivers on the lead lap. Reese Burnett holds up that 15th spot. There's Glenn Campbell trying to roll back forward here. 19-second deficit. Doy Woods trying to battle back here as well. Doy got free earlier. You see Sturgill to his outside. Ford's trying to outpace Chevy's right now. Chevy out front. Chad Coleman in second. With Foudy's going to be in third. Caution. Michael Caffrey involved. It's Doy Woods. Man, Aaron Jackson getting smoked right there. There's Doy Woods here, who was trying to rebound from earlier. Let's scroll down here real quick, folks. I got to reselect a different camera. 24 on the back bumper of the 28. Ow! Oh, come on. The 28's a little free right there. Actually, I do believe to watch the 24 here. Going to drop down low. We're right along with the 28. 28 runs the higher lane. 24 just gets the bump to him, gets him loose, comes back. Going to get him loose again, bumps him again there, bumps him one more time, bumps him again, and then turns him around, and then the 28 just gets smoked. And then, of course, nowhere to go for Michael Caffrey there. Caffrey off corner exit here, just trying to... Man. Rounds 9. Thank you very much for the follow out there. I appreciate you. Glenn Campbell, your race leader. The 4 did not come to pit road. Tyler Dalton came in. Fuel and maybe some tire strategy. There's Anthony Calantoni as well. Carl, thank you for the like, sir. Much love to you. Wesley Donaldson, brand new tires. Chad Coleman, brand new tires. Could be a very interesting restart here. Caffrey's going to be out of the race. There's Alan Wild here looking for a free pass. Unfortunate for Michael Caffrey there. Sixth caution of the race, 106 of 134, under 25 laps to go when we get back to green flag racing here. Waiting for it. Be 26 laps to go. Sorry, I was wrong about my math there. Wesley Donaldson, Glenn Campbell. Wesley Donaldson out front. We kind of watched that kind of spread happening there. Old tires for Glenn Campbell here. And don't think it's done yet. Donaldson just ran a 27.83. He can now just go out and just run 24 qualifying laps here. 125 laps to go. Again, brought to you by Admin Box. Joseph Atchison out here still trying to run a little bit. 88, 24 laps down. We get more laps out of all of this as Caffrey's out of the race. It'll be a spot he's going to be able to pick up. Donaldson through the corner. Colin Tony in the 84. Able to run right sides only. Picking up some pace here for him. He's going to be free, though. 38 to the inside. He's free. He's very free. Into the wall. Right side's not genuinely a good idea for this racetrack. But, I mean, if you're trying to get track position, I get it. Right now, he's dropping heavily, though, from second to eighth in the course of two turns. Yep, they're wrecking. Somebody was wrecking. I heard it. Maybe not. Cool. Keep it going. Donaldson almost a full second lead over Chad Coleman. Coleman just ran 0.2 of a second faster than Wesley Donaldson here. It's Foudy in the Toyota inside the top three. Donaldson's looking for his fourth win of the season and pretty much a chance to cap off the regular season championship. Unless he missed the last few races of the season, it would be almost insurmountable. We're in Phoenix. We've got Homestead, Iowa, Las Vegas, and Michigan. That's what's left for the series. So 4 races left. Wesley Donaldson almost a shoe-in without the playoff. There's no playoff format here, so it's just all points. I know that most of these drivers think refer to this race tonight as their practice for their Monday night series with the Sim 500 series. But because the points were able to be tracked and everything that's going on with that, I still care. There's still a points champion to keep in mind here, and hopefully the racing, which I may have to go and watch and compare tonight's race with the race that they're going to have on Monday and see where the improvements might be. Chad Coleman trying to track down Wesley Donaldson. And Donaldson went full sent. $18 to go. Tommy Ryan still trying to move his way forward here. Tyler Dalton came and took right side, still trying to get track position here. 19, again, led almost the first 30 or 30 so laps of this race, unable to get himself back up front and take that #1 spot away. And right now to Wesley Donaldson's lap, he's about a tenth slower on average as the tires start to level off. With 16 laps to go, it's more about who's going to be able to keep the next 16 laps green. Caution, James Smith involved. Downshifts, corner exit. This gets free. That would be me on this track. And then we've watched self-spins before just like that. And the caution didn't come out. This one did. iRacing's got to get it together. How about this? Or rack 'em, stack 'em, do them all over again. Again, going to lap 134. Should about 7 or 8 laps before we go. Let's see. Caution comes out 117. We'll go back to green on, I think, 122. We'll see. We'll see. Seventh caution of the race. Wesley Donaldson, Chad Coleman, with Foudy. Going to be your top 3. Moynihan making it happen as well. Drivers came in at 104 for an opportunity here. Bobby Wetzel just came in, and I'm surprised that nobody else came in. They had a set to come in and take them. We're completing lap 123 as we speak. There will still be lights on right now. It's been a little bit of a grind for these guys. Not a bad grind, just a grind. Zachary, thank you very much, man. Appreciate you. Didn't even see that out there. All right, we got some drivers ready to go. I think we got one waiting there. No, he's ready to go. We're all ready to go. Pitter patter, let's get at it, right? Yeah. Down the back straightaway they are. Let's go to it. Thank you to the fine folks out there for sticking around for some awesome racing. Been good racing. It has been good racing. Been quite a few cautions, but it's been good racing. Donaldson with a good restart there. Chad Coleman getting swallowed up 3 and 4 wide. Following back to 2 as Foudy goes around Coleman here. Toyota on a mission. Oh, 38 goes around. Coleman gets turned. No, he got free. I thought he got turned. He got free. And then he gets turned. 99 there as well. He was free. He was trying to push it there. I thought he got it. Oh, now he got. Ooh, ouch. I was unable to slow down there. I thought it looked like from that angle he got turned. I was like, no, he got turned. Because I'm watching it from this angle, this angle coming around. I go here, like, oh, right here. And then when we were watching it right there, it looked like that was the turn. But he was already free, so that's on me. So he's free right there. And then just nowhere to go. And there's Tommy Ryan right there. Gets a little collection plate offering, and then bam, Chad Coleman will end his day early. Boy. All right. Have like 4 laps to go when we go back to green. Come around there. 8th caution of the race. Is it over? Nope. I think we get another one. Why not? Why not get 2 more? They almost have 3 more cautions. It depends on how hard they want to fight. Donaldson, Foudy, Moynihan, and Tommy Ryan. Wesley Donaldson just has to control the restarts here. I didn't really think he was the car to beat tonight. He had good long run speed, but he wasn't the key to tonight, you know what I mean? But I mean, he showed up. He's adjusted well and showed up. Trying to get that next win. Who's everybody got for their championship pick this weekend? Who do you think's going to take home the bacon? In the Xfinity Series, I'm hoping Justin Allgaier does. In the Cup Series, I am a Larson fan, but I'm kind of hoping I would root for Christopher Bell. I would root for him. That's actually my 9-year-old's favorite driver. She likes the 20. So, I don't know. I like them all. Willie B's due for a good season, which he's already had a good season. He's had a great season, 6 wins. And then how about Ryan Blaney last week? Coming in clutch. I don't like it. Lights off of the pace car here. And will be 5 laps to go when we go back at it. That's a shootout. Every position counts. 15, trying to warm up the tires on the high side there. Didn't they make, in the Coca-Cola series, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't the Coca-Cola series say, no, don't do that anymore? Not for the leagues, but for the Coke series. I'd heard something there. I'm not quite sure. All right. Drivers are ready to go. 91, 15, 53, 99. Monahan. Then Toyota. 15, trying to time this one. Backs up to the 53 green flag. I mean, the jump that Donaldson gets here, incredible. How about this? Here comes Tyler Dalton. He might have come to pit road this time. Just Smithfield. 5 laps to go. Monahan to second. Right now, Foudy trying to go back at it. The more they battle back here, the more that Donaldson can just run away with it. Yeah, I hear it. There it is. Caution. Monahan involved. Aaron Jackson, Tommy Ryan, all involved. Green, white, checkered coming up. Monahan just got dumped. Wow. Monahan ran the right line there. 84 was there to the inside. It's Callan Tony. Hard racing going on here. I know it's 5 laps to go, but they need to give a chance to get the tires warmed back up. Not even a lap, and we're back under caution. So the 53 is drifting up just a little bit here, but he checks out of the corner. 15 is going to clear him here. Did a great job. The 99 almost bumps the 53 into the 84 there. 53 was tight in the corner. He backed out of the corner, was slow, and then just ran over. And then Aaron Jackson, nowhere to go right there. On board Aaron Jackson, like if we go back to Aaron Jackson's point of view here, there's just nowhere to go. Oh, let's do some scrolling here. Sorry. A lot happening in that last segment here. Look at this. Oh, Aaron Jackson just, I mean, it falls in your lap. I mean, here at Phoenix, it's similar to the super speedways. They get wrecked to the outside. It's literally that right rear hook that just does you in. Here, watch as he's coming out of the corner. Aaron Jackson has a run here on the outside. The 8th's got to be, that's Maurice Burnett there to the bottom. Right here, yeah. Like that right there is a make your bed and lie in it situation. He's got a car to the inside. I believe he had a car to the inside. Yeah, right here. And he's on corner exit. Nowhere for Aaron Jackson to go there. All right. Phoenix Demolition Derby getting ready to kick back off here. 11 drivers on the lead lap. That's what the last, yeah, they're getting aggressive now. They had great racing and they had a couple of cautions in the middle of all this, but most of it was just getting free on old tires or, honest mistakes. Now, boy, they are full scent. Seth Foudy is going to have to try to time the restart here. We'll have a green, white checkered coming up. But unless he can time the restart, it's not going to favor well here. Wesley Donaldson was not really the favorite here. Fell off early in the race. Able to have the battle of attrition, basically he's winning restarts, and that's pretty much all he needs to do. He needs to win the restart, get a good lead, take the white flag, let it go. 8th or 9th caution, I've lost track. 91-15, 84-19, 424. This is not like what we have seen in the past. We've not seen the cautions that this series has pretty much ran green. This is uncharacteristic of what we've seen of the GOAT Racing Diecast Cup Series. Green flag, green, white checker. 2 attempts for the drivers. 84 of Calantoni to the bottom side. Times it with Donaldson. Clears, that's Foudy. Calantoni trying to full send here. Get to the back bumper of the 91. Corner exit of 2. Tighten the corner for the 84. Oh, into the wall. White flag waves. Final lap here. Donaldson just needs a clean corner. 15 sideways. Snaps it loose. How about Tyler Dalton out of nowhere? Calantoni blocks Dalton. Dalton was your favorite to win today. Wesley Donaldson gets his 4th win of the season. And probably one of the most aggressive races we've seen so far. Donaldson runs the fastest lap of the race the last time by, 27.83. Old tires will let you do that. As these drivers not one of the, I don't know what to think about this one. I mean, congrats to Wesley Donaldson. He just needed to control restarts there. Here's your race results. Wesley Donaldson, Anthony Calantoni, and Tyler Dalton, your top 3. Glenn Campbell, Cody Sturgill, your top 5. Burnett, Wetzel, Alan Wild, Long, and Aaron Jackson, your top 10. Rube and Seth Foudy will finish 11th and 12th. Smith in 13th. Moynihan rebounds to 14th. Tommy Ryan able to just make it 7 to 7. He was 9 laps down. No, he's 7 laps down now. Coleman, Atchison, Michael Caffrey, the rest of your drivers here for today's race. Very early issues and very late issues. Very uncharacteristic of the series. Only 5 lead changes. Tyler Dalton led the first almost 41 laps. Donaldson leads the most laps by 60. 27 laps led by Doy Woods, who finishes way back there. 9 cautions in today's race. And just, I don't know. I don't know what to think. They don't pay me to think, though. They pay me to talk. I'm working on getting the drivers over here, folks. Talk to your race winner, Wesley Donaldson. Not the favorite coming in, but there at the end, just had to control every restart, and that's pretty much what you did. You got track position after Doy was leading there for a hot minute, man, this one was kind of the caution fest that we've not seen yet.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of long runs there kind of at the beginning, but I do enjoy Phoenix quite a bit. Knew clean air was going to be king there, so I knew I was pretty quick. I just didn't know how quick since I hadn't quite gotten to the lead yet. But I think maybe Tyler or Chad might have been a little bit better than me there. Had they been up in a little bit better spot at the end, but got up front, just held that lead, and those restarts are so important. You can get such a big run as the leader, and it was just making sure I got up through the gears and hit my marks and got a big gap behind me.
So what we saw, we kept seeing the restart there. It was timed perfectly, and that was the one thing that I was talking about during the last portion of that. I mean, the last 4 or 5 cautions there was just having that timing. That's all you needed to do. And I knew that we were going to see more than a couple of cautions since everybody's just jockeying for position. I think I'll be tuning in after my broadcast on Monday. I'll be tuning in and see if this kind of gets situated, because I know you guys practice for the Sim 500 series on Monday. I might. I know I'll go at least go rewatch it after the fact, but curious to see what's gonna transpire between now and that race that comes up on Monday.
Yeah, I will. Running these races on Thursdays has been helping me quite a bit for those races, but the Monday races are always tough. A lot of good fast guys in there. Usually makes for some really good racing in that NC 811 Cup Series. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I love Phoenix, so hopefully I can do the same thing on Monday.
Hope it's gonna be good. Wes, give your shout outs, man.
Yeah, just want to say thanks to everybody here at Sim 500 and GOAT. Thanks to Charles, all the other admins that help put this stuff on. Shout out to you for putting on these broadcasts every week. It's been fun to go back and watch them. And then I want to mention GOAT Racing Diecast. Use code signature and get, what is it? Oh gosh, I forgot because I wasn't up here last week.
25% off an order, $50 or more.
There we go. Yeah, get that. And then you can use those diecast you got, send them on over to me for WBD diecast, and I can make you a custom out of them.
Wesley, congratulations, man! 4th win on the series. I know you got. I say it each week, and I mean this. I don't care what happens on Monday as far as like points and stuff like that go. I care about what happens on this series. But this race is something I'm actually going to pay attention to, because one of the things is that I have not seen you guys run like today ran. Today was not characteristic of what the series has been doing. So I'm just curious if it's the track or if it's just kind of a certain dynamic that's happening here. So, but nonetheless, much love, man. 4th win on the series, and I look forward to seeing what you guys do next week at Homestead.
Sounds good. Thank you.
That's Wesley Donaldson, current points leader. Going to be your race winner tonight. Anthony Calantoni is going to be your P2 finisher here today. Anthony, tell me, what did you need? You needed something. Maybe a little green flag run there for a little competition. I mean, you were able to full send it there for that P2 finish.
Needed a lot of luck there at the end and got it. We tried 2 tires there at the end with, I don't know, it was like 30 something to go. By the time we got the green, it would have been 25. So, I figured, well, let's give 2 tires a try. Let's see what's going to work out. See if it will or won't. So we learned something there. And I would say the whole race went pretty well. I stopped the wall a couple times, got a little loose coming off of 4, but other than that, the race was kind of smooth.
I mean, you started 3rd, and I mean, to finish right there inside the top 5. I mean, you kind of want to finish where you start, or if not better. The track just super snappy. It for whatever reason, and this may be just an observation, it feels like none of the grip laid down like it's supposed to.
No, I don't know what it is, but I always say when they rebuilt this track, real life and virtual, they destroyed this track. This was a fun track with the old configuration, but I don't know what it is with this version, but nothing lays down. There's no grip down in 1 and 2. You gotta get to the bottom in 3 and 4. You can't run. It's so hard. It's so line sensitive. It's kind of ridiculous.
I agree. Some of the cautions we had today were just incidental, but some of them were redonkulous. So,
And you're sitting in the booth, not the car.
yeah, and I'm going, why, and that's the thing is, and I tell people all day long, I'm not one of the best sim racers out there as far as that goes, but we're coming up on almost our 1,000th broadcast, right? AJ, thank you very much. And so that's 1,000 races called. I know what these tracks do. I know what the cars do. I know what the simulators do. I know what happens with all of them, right? And today was a very uncharacteristic race for the league and for this track. So it's kind of I'm just a little taken back. I don't know what to think about this race because I know that there was more good racing that happened with that middle long run when the track temperature was kind of still high. Than what happened here at the end. It was I don't know. Anthony, what's your opinion?
You're just as I guess dumbfounded as we are. Yeah, the middle part was great. We got that long run there, but I don't know. A lot of us take this as a learning curve for our Monday big series, and that's what we kind of took it as. Even the official series on the 8 fixes every hour or every 2 hours, whatever it is, even they suck too.
Yeah. Well, I know, and I said this to Wes too, and I'll say it time and time again. I know that a lot of drivers are in here practicing for and Monday means more to them because of what's going on there. But this is the series that I broadcast, and it's the series that I have to judge. You know what I mean? And I have to be the one to commentate what happens here. And considering what we've seen over the last 5 weeks of me broadcasting the series, 6 weeks, however long, I can't even know. We've been going at it for a hot minute now. But ever since I stepped up and stayed on here, you guys have had really good runs. So you've had a couple of cautions, but it's pretty much been a good run, good clean racing, some great battles throughout the track. And today for Phoenix, I mean, it was like Bristol was a lot better than this was.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That's just the characteristics of this track. I don't know what the previous weeks were. I haven't been here in a while. I've been gamming it up at the casino the last couple Thursdays, but
Nice.
But I caught the flu on Saturday, and so that's why I'm here tonight. I've been home probably trying to kick it, and so I kind of expected this race to go like this.
Oh, I didn't. It's a shame. I've had good racing with them so far. It's okay. I'm not mad by any means. I'm trying to figure this one out because we had a truck race here yesterday and it was amazing. Some of the best racing that you see. And I think they only had 4 cautions total, but they ran 150 laps, and the longest green flag run was 104 laps. So that's a good thing. But I was curious because this car is kind of meant for this track too. I don't know, Anthony. I've got some pondering to do about Phoenix. Not you guys, not the league. About Phoenix. Phoenix disappointed me today, and I'm not happy about that. Give you shout outs. P2 finish, man.
I got a suggestion. What they could do with this, they can fill this and make it into a fishing lake. But yeah. All right, let's go. I gotta thank my sponsor, Talking Giants, John Boy Media, Sim 500 Mafia team. I'm glad that our teammate Wesley got the win, and I gotta thank my hot dog guy, Hot Dog Lou. He tuned into the broadcast tonight. I saw it on Facebook. Glad you watched it, buddy, and all the other fans that out there, all the Talking Giant fans on Facebook watching. Make sure you give Talking Giants a follow on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
Love it. Anthony, be good, brother. We'll see you next time. I am going to tune. I told Wes I was going to tune in after my broadcast on Monday to see how you guys' race goes again, because I kind of want to see if it's a tire balance. Because next week it's a whole different week for NASCAR. They're going to go to their off-season schedule on iRacing, so maybe it's a tire thing. Maybe it's I don't know. Maybe it's a setup thing, because when you guys race on Monday, it'll be switched. It won't be the new schedule. It'll be the new track configuration, new tire model that's programmed into the car. So I'm curious. I'm gonna do my homework on this one, and you guys are gonna get another viewer out there. So much love, brother.
You too. Oh, and I appreciate you doing the broadcast too. I forgot to mention that.
And that's what I do. They said, here you go, and I said, okay. So All right, Anthony, be good, brother.
Thanks. Catch you next week.
You too. 84 finishes P2. Let's talk to the guy who had the fastest overall car, especially at the very beginning of this one. Tyler Dalton what a rebound there for you. I mean, I don't know what happened there in the middle of the race. I know that there was some, it kind of got a little bit, I know you got sideways there for a moment, had to recollect a couple of cautions in the middle of this one that kind of kept you back there. But yeah, watching the way you drove the 41 laps that you led, you were no doubt going to start pulling away if it stayed green.
Yeah, one of those early cautions, I guess we found a little bug there where pace car is still behind the leaders. It opens pit road after the pace car gets by the leaders, so a few of us sort of lost some spots there because pit road wasn't open for us, and then got stuck back in some dirty air. And
I wondered what had happened there because I was seeing drivers come to pit road before the pace car had actually crossed the start-finish line.
yeah, it basically opened pit road for everybody, but I think the top two. So that didn't work out for us. Then got in some dirty air, and there's a bump in the dog leg about a lane up.
Mm-hmm.
And forget it every time where on cold tires in this car, it sits so low to the ground where the rear diffuser will hit that bump and just snap.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened. And any other track would have been in the inside wall, but was able to keep it off the wall.
You saved it.
Yeah.
He had the 10 follow you there. He's the one that hit the wall. You did not. That was insane to see. But man, you guys were putting on a clinic. That middle portion looked like it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, pretty fun. I tried 2 tires at the end, just practice for Monday to see if it might work. I think maybe it'll work if I'd have came out at the leader and got some clean air, but having to start in second, clean air, which is so important. It's like when I got back in the field after my slide, I was running the same lap times as the leader, and I was running down the guys in front of me, but you get to a guy and you get about, I don't know, 3 car lengths back, and you just get really pushy. Really hard to complete the pass. You could get under somebody well, I guess 1 now.
Mm-hmm.
You could get under them, but you couldn't get the drive off, and they'd be able to hold you off there in 3 and 4. So honestly, track position was just so important there. That's why we tried 2 there then.
I was talking to Anthony about it, and something that I didn't see with this track develop. We didn't see as much of the rubber that you would normally see on Phoenix laid down correctly, especially there toward the inside. Normally you see on the front straightaway or in the dog leg section, that yellow line kind of had that hook line that you would normally see. And then 1 and 2 didn't look like there was any rubber on it at all.
Yeah, well, with this car, with how low it sits to the ground and that all that underbody, it's really dangerous to cut the dog leg. It's really not beneficial other than on a restart. You cut the dog leg, you are risking spinning out pretty much every lap because you got to cut it really early. But if you just barely miss the spot, it'll spin you out. So you don't get that same type of passing that you normally would get into the turn 1 in the trucks or the Xfinity, just because it's almost you can't go down there other than the restart. So then when we get the restarts, and everyone goes a little bit crazy because that's where we know that we can pass. So it's sort of benefited there at the end. A couple guys sort of got some incidents, and we managed to get up to 3rd. But it was definitely a pretty good race for us, and hopefully will get us more prepared for Monday's race.
Always a pleasure to hear what you guys are going to be doing. Like I told the other guys, I'm going to tune in after my broadcast on Monday. After I get done, probably come on over and check out what's going to happen there, because I want to see what the difference between now and Monday is going to be. Not because of the difference in leagues or the difference in cars. A lot of the same drivers run the same series, of course. But because I want to see what the tire model change, the tire model change happens on Monday. I want to see what's going to happen with that. So maybe that makes a difference and helps the car out a little bit. Depending on what track it is, it could make it worse. Who knows? But Tonight was fun. It was fun. I enjoyed it. You and Wes and Coleman, you guys were having a battle up there midway through the race, and that was our first third of the race, and that was a ton of fun to watch. You guys had a good battle there at the end, trying to just make those positions matter, and they do. Points to me are everything, of course, because I got to call this series. I can't call the Sim 500 series, so we're doing what we can to make sure that you guys are entertaining. Tyler, congratulations on the P3 finish, man. This one was it was fun. It was fun to watch. I'm a little flabbergasted on on what the track did to the drivers, more so than what the drivers did to the track. Does that make sense?
It's in this car, it's just a really technical, really line sensitive track and really aero sensitive. So just once you got some laps on the tires, you were sort of single file there for a while, but the restarts definitely were interesting.
Restarts were great. It was like that was the one thing that went right. But the second lap on some of the restarts, it was like it was the rhythm was there, and then something was happening to the car. Old tires, 20 lap old tires, 25 lap old tires. I think the longest stint we saw was 30 laps there for a moment. One of the longest stints was 30 laps, and it was interesting because that's when the grip should have been the best for the tire, and we were watching some of the drivers to struggle. So, and some of the you guys out there that are, I mean, every one of you have a better I rating than me than a couple of drivers, which is I rating's BS to me. Yes, I know it matters. It does matter. Puts you in a higher split, puts you in some better races, but overall the cars still drive the same regardless of who you are and where you are on the series. So you just have to deal with experience in some of the other aspects. But the way that I look at this is that, I'm watching 3,000 plus I-rated drivers have the same issues that I would see out of a 1,200 I-rated driver.
Yeah, this track is definitely tricky. It's not one of my favorites. I would enjoy if I filled it with water and made a pond out of it.
That's what Anthony said.
I always like the old Phoenix. I hate the fact that you got the dog legs down there. Much rather have grass down there.
They just need to turn this into a 3/4 mile track and cut the dog leg.
Yeah, I think what you were seeing there on the older tires was you really had to manage your rear tires. If you pushed it too hard, and depending on if you were shifting, when you were shifting, then you could really burn those rear tires off and start to lose a lot of grip. So a lot of the early runs was just trying to manage the tires.
We were seeing a lot of drivers be in fourth gear for the first 20 laps. They didn't upshift to fifth gear. And it was about when the 20 lap segment happened, a lot of the drivers started shifting up and had some up and down shifting, depending on if they were close or not to the car in front of them. So it was interesting. This one was interesting, and this is gonna have me do my homework. But Tyler, congratulations once again, man. Any more shout outs you need to get, bro?
Yeah, I just want to congratulate Wesley for the win. Great 1, 2, 3, 4 finish for the 10,500 Mafia tonight. I want to thank Charles for all the work he does to put on these series. I know he couldn't make it tonight, but I think we put on a pretty good race, and thank you for putting on the broadcast.
Yeah, I know. He said he started a new job, and I was like, no, you're third in points this week. You're gonna lose it, Yeah, I know. Again, that's neither here or there, but it was a good race. It was a good race. Tyler, we'll see you next time, brother.
Hey, man, thanks.
No problem. 19 does it. Comes home P3. How about Wesley Donaldson here? Knocking it out, getting the victory. It's confusing, folks. Sometimes we just see this race was uncharacteristic. And I'm not saying that the drivers did nothing wrong. I really think the track had an issue. I mean, there's times where caution should have been thrown to stack them back up to get it rolling. Those didn't happen. I know a lot of the drivers, some of the drivers are single file incidents, but when you're coming across the nose of somebody and you're sideways, or you break that plane of the iRacing throwing caution, that's an issue. But outside of that, I mean, there was great racing all throughout the racetrack. Absolutely nothing wrong with the competitiveness. Just the amount of cautions is uncharacteristic, and I think that something's different about this track this time around for the Cup car than what we saw, especially in the spring. So, but outside of that, nonetheless, fourth win for Wesley Donaldson. GoAtRacingDiecast.com. Use promo code signature. Get yourself a whole buttload of stuff for any order over $50 or more. You're going to save 25% again by using promo code signature. We love that. Go buy yourself a diecast. Go buy somebody a diecast. Buy yourself one, 2, 3, or 4. I mean, think about that. You save if you buy 4, and you're saving 25%. You're almost getting one. If you buy 3 and get one free, kind of cool. If you got a big diecast collection, or if you would add to it, I encourage you to check out Charles's stuff. I'm sorry Charles couldn't make it. Of course, we love Charles. We love what he does, and I am going to tune in to see what happens to these guys on Monday after the Chop Shop Dirt Series. Speaking of Chop Shop, I didn't even get the chance to mention it today. They've got a new podcast coming up called Chopping It Up, and that's going to start somewhere around the Thanksgiving holiday. So that's going to be a ton of fun to be able to help them out with as well, and give them all the support that they can. And we're gonna do some advertising for them over here on Signature Esports. So check them out. Maybe we can get some of these Sim 500 guys over there for them to have some fun with and have that conversation. But outside of that, this one was okay. It was last week was great. This week was I don't know. Go to Homestead next week. Then Iowa off for Thanksgiving, back to Las Vegas, and then Michigan for the final race on December 7th. These guys were fun. Be good, be safe, be kind to one another, folks. We'll see you in the next one.